This is a beautiful day. Hope you guys can see me. We got the sun and all that stuff going on, but I'm trying to get with you. Good afternoon. This is Donna Smith, aka Lady D, with some afternoon thoughts for you on a Tuesday. What's up? You guys know it is hot today. When I tell you it's hot, it's hot. And you know, this is the last day of summer. And then if you notice, it's trying to get dark a little later. I think we're going to be having a time change. Daylight savings time in October is usually around the Halloweenish time. And it'll be we fall back, and so we're gonna lose an hour, so it's gonna be getting dark earlier, and I hate that time. I love the sunlight staying later. You can do your walks, you can just enjoy the sun after work a little bit, all that, but things are going to change, and hopefully one day they'll just leave the time alone. About that. I'm having a hard time seeing y'all. Can y'all see me? I hope so. So anyway, Donna Smith here, talking about some grown folk talk. And one of the things I do want to bring up is, somebody had asked me, I was posting some topics in Facebook, and they were like, "Well, Lady D, you posting a lot of questions about sex today. Are you all right? You good? You got issues?" And I was like, "Huh?" So let me just, I did post some, but let me just reiterate. I post about everything. I talk about everything. It ain't got nothing to do with me or what I'm not getting or what I got or what I'm doing or whatever. It's just life. It's just real life. And I like to bounce off what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking, or sometimes I'll have a discussion with someone and they'll be like, "Well, when you do your next show, can you kind of touch on this or whatever?" And so I try to bring stuff to life, but it has nothing to do with me. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I can be a very bad girl and go there with some really hot, sizzling sexual topics. And then sometimes I can turn that heat down for you and talk about some things that has nothing at all to do with sex. So, those that are new, just hang on to your wig and your bow tie and all that, and you never know what curveball I'm gonna throw at you. Just be ready. Just be ready for some grown folk topic and discussion. And nothing is fabricated or made up. Things come to mind, real life, situational type of topics. And I love creating an atmosphere where we can feel comfortable talking about whatever and not be judged by it, right? Just whatever's on your mind and whatever your comments are, whatever your likes, dislikes. I'm open. I'm an open book, okay? And by me mentioning book, for those of you who may have forgotten or don't know, my name is Donna Smith, and I did write my first book earlier this year. It's called Seduction of the Hidden Diva. You can obtain a copy on Amazon. Uh, and also just Google it. I'm everywhere. You can get you a copy of the book. I also have personal copies that I can sign for you, mail to you, get to you, whatever the situation may be. Um, the books are $17 donation, and whatever you like to submit to the cause. Anything is appreciated. But I am very proud of my work. It's a short story. Um, Kind of read fictional characters, but they're so man. Some of the chapters you're gonna be like, how come she ended it? I wanted her to keep going. I wanted her to keep going, but I made them short and spicy for a reason. So look forward to my next writings. I'm trying to stew together, work on some things. I'm also working on some more music. Trying to work on another book. So I got some things that's keeping me kind of busy. But I just wanted you guys to know, support your girl. Also, my poetry and music. I'm under Lady D. I also have music under Donna Smith, CD Baby. Google me. Things will come up. You'll find me. And get it. Poetry and music, hot. Grown folk style. Some of it is just real life, sassy, spunky, motivational. I do it all. So support me. So, on that note, let's talk about, you know, I just kind of, this thing about the love and relationships and connection and this and that. And what I want to touch on briefly is the fact that, men and women, when you're feeling somebody or when you're with them, when you're involved, when you're in a relationship, when you're married, it takes both of you guys, okay? Both. Both. You know, there's many who want to point the finger and blame. When things don't go right, they want to blame the other. When things go well, they want to raise up the praises for themselves. It takes both of you guys. A relationship is a relationship, and there's domino effects. So, if women, you are doing things to kind of push your man's button or cause him to react in a way that is on a negative level, that's partly your fault. Men, or if you're doing things to piss her off and just rub her wrong way, that's partly your fault. Regardless of the action, with every action, there's a reaction. With every action, there's a reaction. So we have to keep that in mind, and get back to working together. We're helpmates. We're in this boat together. So when you decide to take things to another level with someone, whether it's from friendship, well, let's start off from the beginning. Acquaintances to friendships, from friendships to relationships, from relationships to engagements, from engagements to marriage. You Before you elevate or express interest in wanting to elevate to those levels, you have got to be in the mind space, in the heartfelt space of wanting to roll this together. Some people do get involved with things for their own selfish reasons. They go after somebody for selfish reasons. They get into relationships and they marry them for selfish reasons. And a lot of times you have issues, and it may not work out because soon as your selfish reason takes a turn and do something different, boom, boom, there you go. You got issues, right? So just keep that in mind. It takes two, and going through the bad helps get you through the good. It's the bad that helps build that foundation. If you can, some people will say, well, we've been through that together, we can go through anything. There's always something that's going to be worse, and there's always something that's going to be greater. But the bottom line is you working together and rowing that boat together, and keeping God in the midst of it. All things are possible. If your spiritual thing is cool, all things are possible. Being a friend first, all things are possible. Now let's switch gears and talk about that. Some will say that they can jump right into a relationship without being friends first. They don't have to build a friendship. It's just, it was love at first sight. It was, I want to get with you, let's do this, and then they tried to develop a friendship. Hey, hey, what are you doing? Hey, William, what's up? Thanks for chiming in. I know you're getting ready for your show soon. But thanks for peeking in. I'm going to definitely try to get in with you on Wednesday. Thank you for the compliment as usual. I love it. It's helping me with my day and my sunshine. Mwah. You are so sweet. So anyway, it's about, you get together and you're ready to dive in, but sometimes it's those selfish reasons that make you want to do that. So therefore, you're not going to put forth and do things with the fire that you would if you were doing it because this is what you were ready for and wanted to do, and you guys were doing it together, right? If you don't have the true intentions, if you didn't build a friendship first, you guys, I don't know, tell me what you think, but I'm feeling, in my experience with dating, relationships, and life, is that you have got to have a friendship with the person that you are trying to build a life ship with. I call it life ship. It's rowing that ship on that ship for life. And you have got to build a friendship. That's everything. You have got to have a spiritual connection. That's everything. All right? You have got to be able to trust and love on each other unconditionally. And a lot of times, some will omit all that and just go straight to the, oh, I want to be with them because they have this status, because they have all this money, because they're doing X, Y, Z, 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 and I want to be able to be a part of that. No, I am not in love with them, but perhaps I may be or will be moving forward. So let's switch that. Now, if you get involved with someone and it's serious, but you're not in love, perhaps they are, but you're not in love with them. You just care about them. Is it right to take things to a different level? Do you have to be in love to elevate your level? Or is that something that can come about and grow about as time goes on? Conditions, situations, um, all of that. Because I've heard it. I've heard people come to me and say, I ended up marrying her or him and I really wasn't in love. The person I really, really loved dogged me. We broke up and, we went our separate ways. But that's the person that I truly loved. And if they came to me right and different in this lifetime, I would be with them again. And then you're with somebody that you just care about, and that's it. There's no love. And does getting married to someone, are there conditions? Should you not get married if you're not in love? Because some look at marriage as a business, contractual type of thing. It's two people coming together that is helpmates for one another. They have deep emotions for one another. Sometimes it's in love, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I love you and that's about it. But they trust them and they want to invest in them for the rest of their life. So are they wrong for doing that and they not in love with that person, but they want to spend their lifetime, and will it last? Because you got to look at it like this. There are some who are in love who get married and they've been kicking it for some years and they get married, and 3 4 years into the marriage they break up, they gone. So what's that? Why does that happen? It's like everything was solid and cool and on point when they were on the dating page, when it wasn't so solid and committed on a lifetime level. They were cool with that. But as soon as it became more permanent, where you had that contractual thing and your vows before God type of thing and witnesses, things started to shift, started to change, and you felt like you made a mistake. You just picked the wrong apple from the tree. You thought it was a good apple and juicy and red and ripe and all that, but it was a bad apple. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? So think about that. Give me your thoughts, grown folks. And now let's talk about, I know we all have been in a situation at one time or another where you have had that one that was could have been your everything coming at you, wanting to be with you, loving you, just doing everything for you, and you just didn't. You wasn't. I think I touched briefly about this in a topic not long ago, but you just didn't want to take that to another level with that person. But then there's this other person who could care the hoots about you, and all of a sudden, you want to give them everything: your time, your money, your support, your love. Every time you turn around, you're on your back, opening your legs, or you on top, spreading your legs, whatever it is you're doing. Um, you want to give them all that, but they're not as deserving. I don't. Why do we do this? Why is that something that is it the, some will say perhaps it is the challenge. Some love challenges. They love trying to get and deal with and chase and capture and conquer something or someone that they can't have, or somebody. I remember not some years ago, somebody had told me, "Well, you can't do XYZ, and you're not." And those are firewords for me. Because don't tell me what I can't do, and don't tell me what I'm not going to do. Because I feel in my heart very strongly about I can do just about anything I set my mind, heart, spirit, and soul into doing. And especially if I'm trusting God to direct me and help me through that process. And that's how you should think too, if you're not. um Never allow one to tell you what you can't do. Can't is a bad word with me. Can't, no. Won't, no. Because I'm gonna tell you, if there's any fighting way in hell for me to try, I'd like that, that little that little quote they say, if I can't, I'm gonna die trying. Okay? So I'm going to die trying at whatever it is I set myself out to do. So miss me with that. But, you know, why do we, why do we want to put energy and time into something that's not putting energy and time like that into us? Something that don't deserve. Because there's a lot of people that will treat that wrong one like they King Kong or Queen Sheba, and the one that's deserving of it gets the pebbles. It's all kinds of excuses of why. Well, I don't want to be. No, they boring. They boring. No, they don't turn me on like that, or they don't look as nice as I would like to have a mate look and be attracted to, or they don't make enough money, or they don't do this and they don't do that and they don't do they got all these different things about what they don't do. But then the one that they got the eye on ain't doing jack and nothing beyond it, but they giving them everything that they possibly can, sometimes even giving of themselves to the wrong. And men and women do this. It's not just one-sided. There's men who will give too much, love too much, give too much, chase too much, want too much, and there's women who will do the same. Why? Is it about the esteem? Is it about desperation? Being in a situation where some, they just tired of being alone. They tired of being alone, sick and tired of being alone. And it's like, man, somebody come along that's showing you a little attention and giving you some time, you jumping on the bandwagon. You don't know nothing about this person pretty much other than they seem to be all right. They cool. Let me give it a chance. Then you find out 6 months ago that you dealing a doggone psychopath or, somebody with issues that has resurfaced from the past, major issues. And we can go there with a list of them. And you didn't even think that person was inside of them, but it ain't never died. They just kind of suppressed it and covered it and hid it, and they went on and dealt with you. And now you got a bigger mess than you wanted. I mean, a mess that sometimes you can't even get out of. If you wanted to run like Forrest Gump, you still couldn't get out of it. All right, and Forrest Gump ran far and for a long time. I just thought I'd throw that out there. So, why do we do that? Why do we do that to ourselves, you guys? We need to focus on the prize that's right there. We need to focus on the magic that's right there. The one that's deserving. The one that's not sending you through all that hell, all that strife, all that depression, all that negativity that's non supportive. Some people don't even support their mates. You can come home from work and want to tell them about this great idea you have. Babe, I have this great idea. I mean, I want to build helicopters, or I want to find a way to make grapes in the color of orange instead of green or purple. And the person they're telling this is like, really? Okay, well, that ain't never happened. It ain't gonna happen. And babe, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of some stuff, so you can keep talking, but I'm not really, I'm kind of busy and blah blah. And they just tune it out. They don't even want to sit down and hear your dream. They don't even want to sit down and be a part of your dream. If it's not something that's happening in the moment, if it's not something that is going to reap them benefits right now, they not waiting around for your dream. They're not supporting your dream. You may need them to go to a big event with you, uh, art gallery or whatever it is, and they always busy. But when it comes time for them to want you to be a part of what they doing, they want you there. And if you ain't there, you in the doghouse for a while. We have got to support each other, especially if you are in a relationship with someone. We should support our family and friends. We should support business associates, anybody that's doing anything positive, that's trying to make some things happen, that's out there shaking it in a way that is very, very commendable. We need to support that. So you're in a relationship and you can't get the support at home from who you with, but soon as you blow up or some stuff happen in a positive way, they want to jump on the bandwagon. Oh, that's my dude. Oh yeah, look at him. Oh, that's my girl. Yeah, I used to sit up and listen to her, on that typewriter all night long, trying to write a book and this and that and that. And I was always there trying to, fixing her little coffee, chocolate, whatever. I always really. Oh, so what dream was that in? So you don't want to waste your time with anything or anyone that's not supportive of what you do, of what your dreams are, of what your focus is. Because if that's the case, then perhaps you need to shut up, close up shop. They not the one. And they could be a distraction. Someone who's not on your same bandwagon and page could actually be a distraction in the direction that you're going. Because think about it. If you're sitting up and you're trying to bring something to your mate or your partner, and they frustrate you by not listening or wanting to be a part of it and supporting you, it puts you in a different mindset. First of all, resentment starts to set in, bitterness, anger, all those negative emotions start to set in where you're like, you know what? This is all bad. And so you lose focus and track on what you should be focusing in on a positive level. You lose it for a minute because now you got this negative um, thought process going on and this anger and all this stuff because they just pissed you off, and it takes you off course. And if you allow that to happen enough times, it will take you off course. So you don't need to be involved with anything that's not going to be supportive and help keep you focused. They may not even like. Sometimes I was telling somebody who wanted to get one of my books, and they were like, "Well, I don't be really reading that juicy stuff like that. I'm trying to be right, live right." Okay, I'm trying to live right and do right too, but that's something that I do. You don't even have to flip the first page and read it, but it's about being supportive. This sister is trying to do something positive. That brother is trying to do something positive. I have bought books, CDs, attended events. I have done things that was totally off my scale of whatever. I wasn't really into it at all. But because they were doing something positive and I wanted to support that, I did. I may not have read that book. I may not have listened to that rap CD, but I got it just because this brother or this sister was doing the damn thing and I wanted to support them. So you have got to deal with people and relationships with someone that is supportive of you. If they not, poof, be gone, girl bye, boy bye. All right? And that's real talk. That's real talk. And I didn't throw nothing naughty out there to you guys today, but sometimes I will. And if I do, okay, just hold on tight and enjoy the ride because, it's real talk. And you never know what your girl may throw out there to you. So on that note, I got to go. I got to get back, y'all. I got a short day today. Got to go take care of some things. So got a couple more hours and I'm going to be up out of here. But I just wanted to holler at you, tell you to have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep loving each other. Keep supporting one another. Keep being there for each other in a positive way. And stop putting your focus in those who are not putting focus in you, in those who are not worthy of your time, space, your friendship, your spiritual connection, your heart. Look, stop wasting your time and start focusing in on who you should be. Think about that. Y'all have a great day. This is Donna Smith. If you want to send me an email, dgrier12,000@yahoo.com. Also, I'm on Facebook under Donna Smith. Friend me. I'm on Twitter, Miss Lady D111. I'm also on YouTube, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Please subscribe, please share, and please like my channel. Let somebody know about it. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye.